the Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foos Show!
What's up, everyone? I'm Josie.
I'm Josh.
And me.
And Steph.
And thank you all very much for listening to the Foos Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on your favorite podcast app, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's FOOBarshow.com. And FOO Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, foos?
Sifu.
Yeah, man.
Yep. On tap today, we have, well, the foo. You're just on all the time nowadays.
Wow.
But we got Steph.
What is up, my dudes?
What's happening, Steph? What's
The
new?
Steph.
What's been going on? Why have you not been on the podcast?
Oh, you know, I took a step back and started doing behind the scenes kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
A PA. She's the Foo Bar Show's PA at this point.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
And
pretty
then-
much.
And what does Taekwondo have to do with any of this?
Oh, you know,
Taekwondo foolery.
Taekwondo foolery. Well, you know, the next shift is to categorize myself as a professional fighter, so I can whoop all your bitch asses.
MMA?
When we're fucking up.
No, not MMA, just Taekwondo. It's called Steph Kwando.
Steph Kwando.
Yeah,
Steph
I'm
Kwando.
shifting it over.
What
She
Steph Kwando.
what happens when you kick somebody's ass? You apologize.
She specializes in showing her moves off to Pluto.
Okay, to the dog.
Yeah.
That happens. He's always checking out
Taekwondo
the Taekwondo.
He's
with
always
Steph Kwando.
Yeah.
He's always up in Steph's business.
I always used to try my karate moves on him at the old house.
Uh-huh.
And he seemed to enjoy all of them. That's what it means, right? When they try to bite you? No?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I know one of the things that intrigued you with about Taekwondo was your love for Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
Oh, yes.
Was that the inspiration, Jean-Claude
Why
Van
wouldn't
Damme?
it be, man?
I
If
mean,
anything, that's
He
got to be the
is my hero.
Oh, okay.
the muscles from Brussels.
Yes.
The muscles from Brussels.
I got to get those splits down, man. The splits are hard to do.
And you need two Volvo semi fucking
That's what I'm going to do.
like
I'm
that
just going to
commercial. Have
climb
you
on.
guys seen that commercial?
Which one?
Where he's he has well, it doesn't show you at the start of the commercial, but at the start he just has like his arms crossed, right? And the camera just starts zooming out, and as it zooms out, you're quickly realizing that he has one foot on the roof or the window of a Volvo semi truck, like a big rig truck.
No.
and they're slowly and they're going backwards, aren't they?
No. They're going forward.
Okay.
Both semi-trucks are going forwards in the same direction.
Yeah.
But they're just close enough to where his heels, one heel is on one truck and the other one is on another truck.
But then they start separating gradually as he does the splits and keeps hanging on to these trucks.
What the fuck?
This
Yeah.
was a football
It's a
commercial,
legit.
right?
I think it was a couple Super Bowls ago.
Super Bowl
Really?
commercial.
I think so.
Oh, that sounds oddly familiar.
Oh yeah,
You've seen it.
you've probably seen it.
I mean, wasn't he
It's
that
a-
one where it's like, you could be Jean-Claude Van Damme? Where he's like
Yeah.
in the wedding and all that stuff?
Chris D'Elia does an awesome impression of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Who?
Chris D'Elia, the comedian.
Oh, okay.
He, at least for you guys.
Oh, Chris D'Elia. Okay.
Yeah. He came on a lot on At Midnight when
Yeah.
At Midnight was a thing. He had long hair,
Yeah.
really funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
He was in that
100%.
short-lived sitcom Undateable with Ron Funches.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
Very
It was
short.
humorous.
It was at times. I think Ron Funches was the fucking most hilarious part of that.
What's
Yeah.
Funchy up to nowadays?
Doing his stand-up, dude. He's just doing his thing, and he's really good at it. So more power to him.
I miss At Midnight. Bring it back, people.
I know, I miss it, but you know what? Hardwick has other priorities now, like trying to stay away from the limelight.
Have someone else do it.
And me too, and people.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Well,
Just
no.
kidding. That was
All right,
a joke.
shall we revisit what Me Tooing means to the Foo?
No.
Because he
seems to-
he got Me Too'd. He didn't do the Me Tooing.
Who, me?
No,
So you were the Me Too E.
What? Mewtwo?
we had an argument the other day. I don't remember if it was on a podcast or not, but
I didn't take my migraine medication for this.
so the Foo seemed he got his
Terry Crews, that's right.
right.
that's
we
right.
talked Terry
About this
Crews
the
to
other
the
day.
conversation.
He
yes.
said he thought Terry Crews got Me Too'd when in fact he was the one that Me Too'd someone else.
Yes. Terry Crews did the Me Tooing to somebody because somebody grabbed his dong, like somebody grabbed his junk, and so he Me Too'd somebody. He's like, yeah, he did it to me. Like he did it. to me.
Okay, so I agree with what you guys are saying,
Right.
but the way you're saying it makes it seem like Terry Crews was the assaulter.
Yeah,
No.
that's why.
Not the
it's not.
victim.
That
No,
was
it's
my
not.
that was
Why?
my point
How?
last
Explain
time.
No,
yourself.
I know, I get what you
It
guys are
just makes
saying.
it sound like
Well, then
But-
done.
Win, victory is mine.
Yeah, but still.
But
Look
I'm
it up.
just saying.
Phil.
I'm just saying.
Doesn't it sound weird? It sounds weird.
That's what
it's,
it's
Okay, how would you
it's a
explain
true
it?
statement.
How
Would you explain it?
He me too'd someone means he me too'd someone.
No, you still don't understand.
That's
Well,
not.
that's
Whoa.
no. I understand, but that's how it sounds.
Okay, no,
No.
it doesn't. Not
Yeah.
when you know what Me Too means. Hashtag
Yeah.
Me Too, that is.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah.
I think you guys are going to a whole different
All right,
area.
all
No,
right,
I
all
mean,
right,
we're
you
not
now- all
dis-
right,
we're not
Steph,
disagreeing
You
with you.
try to
Yeah,
explain it. I want to hear from your words. How would you do it?
Well, I would just say, like, he was the victim.
No, you have to
then- No,
I
use the
know.
term "me
Me
too."
too, yeah.
You have to use that. We're using it as a verb. Like this is the main thing of this argument is the way people
it's like-
use "me too."
So it's like
Because
if
people
you,
use it as a verb now.
if you got me too'd, that
Uh-huh.
means you got accused. Then
Yes.
Yes. Oh my
Wow.
God!
Wow.
By Jove, he's
Oh,
got
whoa,
it.
turn off the light bulb. It's too bright.
It hasn't been used in a while.
Woo.
All right,
Test that shit up.
There it is.
Oh my god.
Oh, and the conclusion.
Oh wow. Well,
Moving on.
I'm exhausted. You guys want to move on to
Let's-
geeking out?
Let's just geek out.
All right.
So, guys, I forced the food
Wow.
over here to go watch Spider-Man.
You
'cause
forced
He literally
I-
forced
I
me.
forced him.
And then guess what? When I showed up to his house, he's like, "You have to drive." And I was like, "Damn,
It wasn't my fault.
Oh, and what happened?
It wasn't my
I
fault.
drove.
He drove.
And then what happened?
Well,
And
you
then
know,
my car broke down.
So it's still at the movie theater?
still at the movie theater.
So we have to go back to the movies today? What
No.
else do you want to watch?
Well, we already.
We'll go back soon.
We'll go watch John Wick next time. We gotta
Oh
go
shit,
pick it up.
that's a good.
have you
reason to
not
go
seen
back.
that one?
He
I
hasn't.
haven't.
Oh, you're
Watch
fucking up.
it.
Yeah,
John
it's-
Wick 3.
You'd enjoy it. Like I said, I enjoyed it more than Endgame, and Endgame was awesome.
What?
I know.
It's a different movie entirely.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it more.
Okay.
That's not.
Also, because they brought up the fact that he might do more movies.
yeah,
Yeah, there's probably that too.
like 2 or 3 more movies coming out.
Nice.
It's never gonna end.
Also,
Don't
they're
worry.
trying to bring Keanu into the MCU. I think. we
As
said.
what do you think? What do you think?
As
they would
himself?
Yeah.
As John Wick.
Duh.
John Wick.
He's an Eternal.
Yeah.
Dang, John Wick the Eternal. Crazy.
Him
Crazy.
and Ronan. It'd be crazy.
Fuck shit up.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that'd be pretty dope.
That would be pretty fucking dope, dude.
Oh my
And
god.
Blade, maybe.
Oh my god. Mm.
It's too much badassery on that screen.
There's not enough time in the day to plan all these movies out.
So, Fu, what'd you think of Far From Home?
I thought it was okay.
Just okay. What
It's
would
a-
you rate it on
it's-
Rotten Tomatoes?
I give it a B, Foo.
Yeah, you give it an 80?
nice
or a
fat-
solid 85?
Nice fat 85, dude.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so was it a Spider-Man movie or was it Iron Man 4?
It was-
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Really? There was that much Iron Man in it?
they talked about him a lot.
Despite the fact
The
he's
exchange
deceased.
of major power and force in the movie were from all his inventions and his thing he set up.
Pretty much, Spider-Man utilizes all of his technology.
Yeah, he
has everything.
inherits
Tony Stark's
his
technology.
technology.
That's awesome.
Like there's a scene where he's in the jet with Happy, because Happy pretty much goes and saves him after he just got his ass kicked by Mysterio. Which you got to admit, that Mysterio scene where Mysterio fucked him up,
It's pretty
was
goddamn good.
great. Visually, it was like you were having a shroom trip, like
Nice.
without having one. It was just like holy shit.
Love that.
He was just bringing out all kinds of different illusions. It was like, remember when Doctor Strange, when he went to that weird mirror dimension when
Yeah.
when the
And they were fighting through
ancient
it.
one, yeah,
Yeah, it was
that's
dope
It was
like
like
that.
that?
It was similar like that, seamless, just constantly like
Oh.
Mysterio was a great villain to use.
Yes,
a
and-
great villain.
And Jake Gyllenhaal really did a great job at
I'm
it.
glad they didn't pull out like a Dr. Octopus or something like that so early on in this kind of thing.
No, but I was telling the Foo that the way they portray this, or the way they introduce Mysterio, it kind of sets up a Sinister Six potentially. Because remember, you have Scorpion and Vulture in prison together at the end of
yeah.
Homecoming.
Uh-huh.
And then on top of that, we still don't know where Doc Ock is. he probably will show up when Norman Osborn shows up because remember they have a
They
relationship.
have a hand-in-hand thing.
Yeah. And Mysterio at the end, there's like a little that leaves it open a little bit to the fact that he's still around. I won't spoil it too much on what happens with him, but
I mean, you spoiled the last podcast.
You did a lot of spoiling last
That
podcast.
he died?
Yeah.
no, well
Don't ruin it.
It's not.
Stop talking.
Trust
Close
me,
your
not
mouth.
ruin it.
It's
I'm
not
not
ruining
ruining
it.
it. I'm not
It's not
ruining
ruining it.
There's
It's part of the synopsis.
he does something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pretty much has become a huge villain now
Food,
for Spider-Man.
just remember, he's the master of illusion.
Yes, and it's very much relevant, and it's in this entire movie. Like,
Oh, good.
they finally named Spider-Man Spider Sense, but they call it his Peter Tingle.
Oh, that's in the new trailer. I saw
yeah,
that.
so it's just because they don't want to be too on the nose. It's just like, you know, when your aunt gives you a nickname and you're just like, don't call me that, and then it just boom, it automatically sticks.
Well, I think at some point it's got to come. Like every time I hear him use that phrase was when he's thinking to himself, "My Spidey sense is tingling."
Exactly.
Like so it's got to be internal.
Exactly, and so someone's gonna call it something else.
Yeah,
like
of
you know.
course.
So why not your aunt call it something super embarrassing like Peter Tingle, and then it just becomes a thing.
Jesus Christ.
My Peter is tingling.
And then there's a funny scene where he's getting.
Look, stop talking.
No.
I don't want it to be ruined.
Oh, shut up! It's already been ruined.
No.
That's your fault. You should have gone.
Shut up, fool!
Yeah, shut up, food.
It's a good movie though. It explains
It's a good
a lot.
movie. It was a lot of Iron Man involvement still.
Yeah, because it pretty much is directly after, or it's supposed to be 8 months after the events of Endgame. So they open up with this memorial scene for people that have died in the whole war thing. So
It does explain everything a little bit, just like Josh said. You son of a gun.
I told you.
But Spider-Man still sucks. And
Oh my god!
No.
Are you
He's just
serious?
a Spider-Man hater.
He won't.
Are
He
you-
doesn't warrant an A. He gets a B.
Can you agree?
That means it deserved an A.
Can
Yeah,
you
it deserved
agree?
an A, but it won't
hang
get
on, hang on. Can you agree that he's that? And let me finish. Can you agree
What?
that he's in the Hall of Fame of superheroes? Now let me finish.
Can I finish?
The way you're perceiving him might just be a little overrated. For let's say in the top 10, let's just say
I agree. He's overrated.
yeah, but like enough where he's not able to be in that Hall of Fame.
Oh, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
No doubt.
okay. Okay. Cool. End of discussion.
So, no end of discussion. Why is he overrated? I need answers here.
He's always overrated.
Why?
because he's a kid.
Yeah,
It's because he's a kid, isn't it?
I guess.
Is
yeah.
that why you didn't take Shazam seriously? Because
Shazam ended up being really good, though.
See, I don't.
He does like it.
There's no consistency with this guy. I tell you. I want to kill him. every time.
Ironically, too, because you've been shitting on DC for quite some time, and now it's the other side of the coin.
Listen, man, just Spider-Man. I get it. Okay, I get it. I've just seen it too many times, man.
I get it.
I just want more. I just want something else now.
You know what you need is a Spider-Man Deadpool crossover. That's what I'm
That
waiting
would be
for.
cool because
Yeah,
I've
that's what
never
you
seen
need.
any of those comics, and
I need to see a Spider-Man Wolverine match.
Anything with Spider-Man
Yeah.
added into it. They said that they can throw him in. They may throw him into other people's movies going forward.
and
till we
that's
get to
cool.
the next
But
one.
anything Spider-Man alone sucks.
No. Well, no.
This was good, man. Fuck you.
Only because there was a villain.
Well, don't they all have villains?
Yeah.
All right. You see?
Yeah,
You see?
I don't know why I went down that
I said
rabbit hole.
discussion was over
Yeah,
and you wanted to keep going.
I brought this on
I hope
myself.
you learned something today.
I
You
doubt
know
it.
what? It was a B movie.
Fuck you. It's
was a big movie.
Listen, I've got to give a clue here now. I don't want any more bullshit anytime during the day from anyone. That includes me.
Oh, let's just move
Go
on.
see it, Foo.
Yeah, go see it, Foos.
I plan on it. I'm sorry. I'm really late to this part.
Steph, Spider-Man dies.
I kind of want to watch it with Toy Story. I kind of want to just go on a blitz on a movie, watching Blitz, and go see Toy Story, Spider-Man. What else just came out? That's about it, right?
Dude,
Men in Black.
Men in
You
Black.
should do.
You didn't see
the-
Godzilla yet, have you?
I haven't seen Godzilla. I'm fucking
Oh,
up.
you're
like, royal. I'm really
Jesus.
been. I've been fucking up.
Yeah, you have
I know.
been.
I've been busy with the band. I know priorities.
I'm
man.
embarrassed by you.
Yeah.
Embarrassed.
Moving
Lion
on.
King's coming out.
Yeah, Lion King is coming out. I'm hearing some positive things coming. I mean, how could you fuck that up, really?
Seriously, it's great source material. Just copy and paste.
I got a joke for you guys. What did Scar say to Simba during the stampede?
What?
Mufasa.
Get out. There's that door right there. I got a laugh track? Where did people come from?
You see? People think it's funny.
Studio audience.
Yeah, the live studio audience, obviously. Agrees with you.
Yeah, the new intro will be now live in front of a studio audience. Yeah, just like they used to be. And you know what?
Technically, it is.
You should just get a little ant colony and just put like little standing.
Ants. No ants.
And in a few years, when this podcast starts going downhill, we'll invite Ted McGinley.
In a few years.
Wow.
Shut up. That wasn't the punchline, you douche.
Oh.
We get Ted McGinley to come in and save the series.
Ted McGinley.
Yeah, dude. He did it in oh, come on. Ted McGinley, but he was in fucking Happy Days for like the second half of their whole iteration thing.
Is he still alive?
And and then he was fucking Darcy. He was Darcy in Married with Children.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Right. That guy is the saver of anything, really, if you put him in front of it.
He was on The Love Boat, Happy Days, Dynasty, and Married with Children.
He saved all of those shows.
Jefferson Darcy.
Yes,
I salute you.
He was a great character.
He was.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the comic book realm, because we haven't really discussed anything in comic books besides Batman. I think the last time I discussed was Batman leaving KG Beast to die in like the snow. In Marvel, they've actually just pretty much wiped out the X-Men again from existence in Marvel.
Yeah. Wow.
So previously, there was some type of Scarlet Witch. Didn't she erase them from existence?
She can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she can.
She can like mess with reality and shit.
Yeah, so Scarlet Witch wiped out all of the X-Men.
I know she was a badass in the movies, but I wish she was more of a badass in the movies.
I hope they grow her that way. I mean, she still has the potential because she was able to fuck up Thanos a few times.
Yeah.
So I think they're building to that in like that whole Vision and Wanda, the WandaVision series. So I'm actually interested to see how they portray her in that. But going back to the comics, there's this big thing going on called War of the Realms.
War of the Realms.
Steph, can you elaborate more on what's going on with War of the Realms right now?
It is this summer story arc that's encompassing all of Marvel storylines. So they're creating new characters. They're extending the story into characters that you might not have heard of, but Marvel had, but they're involved. They probably had storylines, like years in the making, and you just never heard of them, like Squirrel Girl or whatever. I'm not even kidding.
Squirrel
Girl.
It's all over X-Men, Hulk, all your favorite.
What's that cute actress's name who's going to play her? Something Reichkup or whatever.
Oh, Melania Weintraub?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Damn, I fucked that one up.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that name.
I don't know.
Reichkamp? It's part of the Third Reich.
I think, yeah.
He's trying to get her under my comfort.
By Adolf Hitler. Get it now on Random House. Anyway.
Wow.
Good.
Anyway, so it's
Wow.
It couldn't make Scholastic.
Okay.
It was too intense.
Penguin didn't want to give him a chance.
No,
Random House.
This is a job for Random House.
Go ahead, Steph. Continue.
So this is a war that spans the 9 realms, one of which Thor oversees. And so in this story arc, I forget who the antagonists are, but they're essentially trying to wipe out everybody and take over. So it's worse than like the Skrulls.
Okay.
And in the comic books, they really showcase how powerful Thor is as a god, which we don't really see in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because he's now a comic relief character.
What's interesting? It's funny you bring that up, and that's entirely true. In the movies, you don't really see his potential when it comes to like defeating armies and things like that. Though they did show a little bit of that in part 1 when he did it with like the rest of his team. As they were being introduced into the MCU.
Infinity War?
I would argue that in Ragnarok is when you saw his true potential.
Oh,
yeah.
When he didn't use his hammer and
when he got his eye cut out by Hela. Yeah, that was the ultimate scene that showed how badass he really can be.
Right, but look how long it took him to get there.
Yeah.
in the cinematic universe. Like in the comics, right away, you see how powerful Thor is.
That's true. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah,
it's easier to draw.
but I.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's got a point. It's got a point.
Yeah.
But continuing on with what's going on with the X-Men, now they came back. Something had happened where they came back into existence, but they were starting to become more persecuted and oppressed by the world. Like so much so that the world created a vaccine to give to people to have for their children, so that way their children wouldn't end up being mutants. They're trying to wipe them out from pretty much the infant level.
Oh, the movies did something like that.
Yeah, where they passed out a cure. So now they're giving it to kids. And so because they're being oppressed, the mutants the last remaining X-Men
Are all anti-vaxxers.
well, kind of. They're going to wow.
And
that's
they
like-
do deserve to.
well, then they go to like the Hellfire Club, which was rarely used. I think the best version of that would be in First Class. If you guys want to, with Sebastian, forget the fuck his name, the guy that Kevin Bacon played.
Sure.
Where Emma Frost, the girl that has like the diamond skin, and she's telepath. They go to meet her, and so then pretty much they're trying to ask her for help, and then she just comes out wearing Cerebro and says, "Don't worry, no one will recognize us anymore. I've erased all existence and memory of the mutants from everyone that's not a mutant. Now you guys can just live amongst the people, and they won't know what mutants are anymore.
But they'll have polio.
But they'll have polio.
It's the smallpox.
It's this, yeah.
Well, no, now they're vaxxers.
Now they're vaccinated.
Oh.
They just don't now. They just won't tell you.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
See, that's the thing about like
Vaxxers?
No.
Anti-vaxxers?
that's the thing about X-Men. There are a lot of powerful X-Men characters that they just refuse to show in the cinematic universe.
Well, I mean, they have a chance now with the MCU. It's just going to take a while.
Yeah.
They're going to have to figure out. That would be cool if they incorporated this into the MCU, like as far as introducing them. Like maybe they were there all along. We just forgot about them.
Who knows? If they can pull this off, hats off to MCU.
Yeah.
That's it. Take my fucking money.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate.
Oh yeah,
ultimate switch.
I don't know how they would, but if they can, I mean,
Don't
go
count them
for
out.
it. Yeah, I mean, they've done some crazy shit before.
Yeah, they sure
They've
have.
worked around some shit, and then you've got Fantastic Four to worry about too. Like, how are they going to be integrated?
I heard they reached out to Emily Blunt and John Krasinski for the roles of Mr. Fantastic.
I think that would
and
be
Sue
great.
Storm.
I think that would be great.
That would
Yes.
be a great combination.
They
of
already
those two.
have chemistry.
Well,
We've
They're
seen it.
fucking
They're
married.
Yeah, well, I know, stupid. And then they did a movie together, right?
Yeah, Quiet Place.
Yeah.
And they're doing a
That's what I
Quiet
was
Place
getting
2
at.
next,
But
too.
they're married too, foo.
Yeah, thanks, man.
In case you didn't know.
I knew.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and John Krasinski has shown he can hold a series. I mean, Jack Ryan. was
Jack Ryan
fucking
series,
dope.
dude.
Yes.
I can't wait for season 2 to come out for that.
And he's he was already buffed up for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, so he has no problem being an action hero, I'm sure.
No, I think he could pull it, and he could pull off intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Jack Ryan was his.
Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Jack,
And he would look pretty good with the great temples,
Yeah.
too. Yeah, they can pull that off.
just keep the beard.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be dope. One more thing about the War of the Realms. One thing that happened in March was the debut of a Filipino superhero.
What?
This is the first time Marvel Comics has debuted.
Mailman.
Wow.
Dang. Wow, dude. You need to go to.
Okay, mail woman.
They're called mail carriers.
person.
Oh, fuck. Okay, continue.
Postal workers, sir.
Yeah, but you can't use man. All right, whatever.
Anyway.
I agree with you, though.
God damn it. So this was a big thing, especially in the Asian community, which I'm a part of because, Filipinos.
You're Filipino.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Anyway, this new Marvel character, because War of the Realms are introducing new characters, her name is Wave. She's Filipino.
What's her name?
Wave. She's an aquatic character, and yeah, Wave. Why is it so funny, Foo?
To me, it is.
Wave.
So what is aquatic character?
Aquatic character.
Is it a lot like an Aquaman type of ability, or how does she use her?
It's similar. I really don't know.
Oh,
I just wanted to point it out.
Is she aqua colored?
No, she has brown skin and brown hair with brown eyes.
Well,
Yes,
Josh is looking this up. What are you
describing
finding?
I'm not
like-
finding good things.
Like all that flack for
I'm looking in the wrong.
for Halle Bailey becoming the new
Halle
Little Mermaid.
Bailey?
Halle
Halle
Berry.
Yeah, Halle
Halle,
no.
Halle Bailey is the new Little Mermaid.
She's that.
I thought you were mispronouncing Halle Berry's name.
No, it's Halle Bailey. That's her name. Halle
who's
Bailey.
that?
She's in like some show on Disney. So
And what is she going to be?
she's gonna be the new Little Mermaid, the live action.
She's black.
Yeah.
People don't like it.
Oh. Yeah, what are you going to do?
So I mean, she looks pretty badass. She has like a crown, like Aquaman, similar.
Yeah, she's part of the
Namor?
fucking. I forgot what the team is, but they're protecting Asia against the aggressors. Which I really don't have a lot lot of for you because I
got a
forgot a
local,
lot of
you know?
shit.
Thanks, Steph.
You're welcome.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
The aggressors? You mean China?
The new agents of Atlantis
stupid.
or Atlas.
There
The
we go. New Agents of Atlas.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that is the entire other side of the world that needs a little protecting.
Well, there's also a Chinese Hulk.
Uh-huh.
Looks like some other characters here. I can't quite. Oh, there's a Chinese Spider Woman. Silk. Oh, she makes silk.
Well, I
'Cause,
mean,
she can make a fortune if she just starts making a bunch of clothes.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
In
mean,
a
But then she'd be
sweatshop.
using her powers for evil.
look, man, she's just got to get by. She's got to make a living wage.
That is not a good. Anyway.
Okay.
Anybody else that sounds cool?
I can't make out any of these other. Oh, Silver Sable. It looks like
Mhm.
she's a Spider-Man character.
Yeah.
I think
Nice.
that's her. Yeah. So interesting. Everyone, check out the Filipino Marvel hero Wave on the new Agents of Atlas. War of the Realms. That's what the series is.
Yeah, well, War of the Realms is the main umbrella, and then there's all these sub stories to it.
Oh,
So you
okay.
just have to pick up you don't have to read the whole thing, but you can pick up a comic of your choice, and then they will most likely link into this bigger story.
So Steph said that you need to pick up the entire series of War of the Realms and
Yes.
read everything.
Every issue, do
no
not
questions
buy
asked.
the volumes. You
No
need
questions asked.
don't buy the volumes, don't buy the omnibus. You have to buy each individual issue separately for every single
Are you getting
Marvel
this, Foo?
character.
Yeah,
You
I
have
don't
to
see your
spend
pen and
thousands
paper,
of dollars
man.
every month.
Oh God. See what you guys did.
What?
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
All right. What else you
Here
got?
first. Did you see the new Mulan trailer? The
I did
teaser
not.
trailer?
I did not.
Actually,
I
looks
really
pretty
hope.
dope.
I really hope it sparks a second coming of the Szechuan sauce at McDonald's.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah.
Wow, food.
Oh, yeah.
You're just miles ahead of it.
Thanks,
But that
Rick
means
and
you have to
Morty.
go back to McDonald's.
You're
bro.
streets ahead.
Do what you got to do, bro.
Streets ahead, dude. That's all you.
He's streets ahead.
Streets ahead. You guys got caught at a red or what?
Yeah. It actually looks really cool. It looks like a kung fu movie almost. So
I guess when we see her battle others and such,
Mhm.
because it takes place in a war, like in the middle of
it
a
does
war.
with the Huns.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see how they actually do it. I want to see
Can
if
you
Mushu
imagine?
comes back.
I would love to see a lot of like those old school Asian. Yeah.
Mushu's gonna
Mushu.
be Kevin Hart.
No way, for real?
Yeah.
Dang, gold, dude. That's
Yeah.
just fucking gold.
Yeah, I mean, and why not, right?
Oh my god.
I was gonna say the old Asian formations, those old like soldier army formations.
Yeah,
if
where
they
there's
could-
like a bunch of arrows.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
If they can pull that off, I'm sure they can and will. It's fucking Disney.
Jet Li's the Emperor in this movie.
What the fuck?
So we're gonna see him for all of 5 seconds.
Donnie Yen
Oh.
is in this movie.
Dude, yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Jason Scott Lee, Lee
Loving
Gong.
it. I can't wait. This is
Dude,
gonna be great.
LGBT, foo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get down to business.
Let's get down. So Donnie Osmond's gonna come out for a cameo. Start singing.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
What's this white guy doing in the corner here? Let's get down. Dancing to himself.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking psycho.
What
Somebody's
is
gotta do it.
happening?
I don't. You tell me. But have you guys started seeing some of the little featurettes of the new Lion King movie coming out? Like,
Little bits and pieces, but nothing that would like give anything away. Of course.
well, recently they just they released a bunch of stills of each of the voice actors with their CGI counterparts, like face to face with each other. So they have Donald Glover face to face with the Simba character,
think I've seen
and
that,
then
yeah.
they have all like the other, like Keegan Michael Key's in it. So is what's
He's one of the
Eric,
hyenas.
Yeah, Eric Andre as well.
Right.
Both of them are hyenas. You got Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner as Timon as
and
Pumbaa. And then John Oliver is supposed to be Zazu.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's perfect.
And-
John Oliver.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then obviously James Earl Jones is back as Mufasa.
And who else would do it? I can't imagine anybody else.
And Chiwetel Ejiofor is actually going to be playing Scar, which is pretty interesting. And then Alfre Woodard, we've seen her in a few movies. She's going to be playing the mom, Sarabi.
Okay.
And then Beyonce and Donald Glover are going to be Nala and Simba.
Right.
Beyonce.
So they released that "Can You Feel Love in the Air Tonight" song.
No way. They redid it?
They redid it with just them two.
They're doing a lot of the same songs too, right?
Yeah. Billy Eichner and just Seth Rogen sing Hakuna Matata.
Oh,
they showed
dude.
that. They had that clip playing. So it's bringing nothing but nostalgia as we go. I hope they have that creepy ass, like Nazi-esque.
That scene,
Scar scene. Yeah, you remember that
with the hyenas?
Where the hyenas,
where they're marching into fucking
goose stepping.
Oh yeah,
I hope they don't.
Yeah,
but
crazy.
If they do that, I'll just be like, "Wow, baller move, Disney, just bringing it back." But yeah,
it wasn't that long ago though when that movie came out. It was in the 90s,
and they constantly re-release it.
Over a quarter century now, Foo.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Man, we gotta watch Mufasa die all over again.
Yeah,
and this time he's actually
You
gonna
need to
look
fucking
real.
go watch Godzilla. God damn it! All right, never mind about this.
Where'd this come
Mufasa.
from? Okay.
These guys haven't been to the movies in ages.
What the fuck?
All right. Well, you guys got anything for us, Foo?
Yeah, on the video game frontier, Apex Legends Season 2 just started. There it is, Foo.
What's so great? I've never played it. What's this about?
It's free to play. It's like Fortnite, except you get to play in teams.
Okay.
And then they just... if you play the game normally, it's they did a bunch of cool upgrades to the map and everything too. But it's just pretty fun. I've been playing it nonstop for the last like 5 months.
Nice.
Pretty dope game. They just released Season 2, so upgrade to the map.
And new characters, potentially?
One new character, which I already unlocked.
Of course you did.
Had all that money saved up.
Of course. So
Game
where else are you going to play?
Game currency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'll be leveling up in that real soon. Foo.
Level up.
Well, we'll see you in about 3 months, Foo.
Make us proud.
You better. Or else
I'm
weapons.
almost rank 100. Foo, almost.
If you don't, that's a paddling.
Well, is that going to do it for another Geeking Out, man?
That'll do it.
All right. Well, we'll be right back with a joint report and the music highlights. Stick around.
Hey, everybody, I'm Josh.
And the Foo here tagging along.
Be sure to catch us on Fubar Sports.
Listen in now on Tuesdays.
Catch us on any major podcast app or our own website, FubarShow.com. You can also find us on our Facebook group, Fubar Sports.
Join in on the conversation, sports talk, latest rumors, and sports news.
Boogity doobity.
Listen. The new single by The Fallen Electric.
Listen, here's the Starella.
Available Friday, June 21st. Download or stream it on your favorite music app.
All this time I never believed myself.
Go to thefallenelectric.com for all news, show dates, and contact information.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you two under the table.
It's from the bone.
Well, hey, fellas. I saw this article that came out on June 3rd of this year, and I'm just getting to it now.
Try this on for size.
Try this on for size. I found it on Leafly.com by Bruce Kennedy. He says, seniors are erasing the line between medical and recreational cannabis use because they're using it for both. And so it's really hard for like authorities to say, what are they really using it for? The matter is that they need it and they're using it not only to like help their ailments, but to also just
function on a natural daily basis
and have a good time from time to time. A lot of them like to not only primarily take it as an edible because they want to stay away from the smoke, which I can understand if you're coming from it from a medical perspective. but they're compounding that high with actually smoking it now. And that's kind of a new thing now, which I think what people are trying to classify it is if you smoke it, it's recreational, and if it's medicinal, it's something other than smoking it, because from a medical perspective, that would be the healthiest option to consume it.
Okay.
Or maybe do some kind of topical solution or something like that. But now the seniors, I mean, who would have thought baby boomers still had something to contribute to society?
You better. Taking all my Social Security away.
Except for the Foos. He's a Footobian.
Yeah.
That's right. Take that, food.
Yeah, he doesn't pay into Social Security. But what do you guys think of that? Steph, you work with geriatrics from time to time at the hospital.
I do.
Oh, wow.
Are you seeing CBD or things like that being prescribed, or you're not? Your particular hospital isn't there yet.
Our particular hospital does not.
Okay.
There's other places that focus on cancer, that are cancer centers, cancer-specific hospitals. Some of the doctors there do prescribe marijuana, CBD mostly.
Okay.
Not the THC.
Right.
Because it's shown. All of the studies have shown it's beneficial. And so some of the patients, they won't use it though, just because they don't feel comfortable, even though it's prescribed to them or they have it as an option.
Okay.
So more of the younger patients that I've worked with,
all the spry 60-year-olds.
Yeah, I would say 50s, 60s. They're more open to it rather than.
What a dick, dude.
Hey, have I been wrong?
No, he's right. No, he's right. Rather than the 70, 80, 90-year-olds, they won't. They really won't do it.
Yeah,
it's personal.
Still a stigma to them.
Yeah, at that point, it becomes a personal preference for them. So you don't really see it too often.
Yeah, they probably already have one foot out the door anyway. They're just waiting for the what?
Nothing, dude. Nothing. I'm not. I'm just.
We're just here for the show, food.
Yeah. Okay, you're just grabbing the popcorn.
I'm just grabbing the popcorn.
According to 45% of everybody that they asked, and did a study on, they not only felt it beneficial to their everyday functioning, but 45% of them actually enjoyed the product. They just are having a blast with it so much that's really all they do sometimes. Fucking if this was 20 years ago, they'd be watching Sally and Springer.
Look, man, just as long as they don't talk shit
Price
to me
is Right.
and leave me alone, old people can do what they want to do.
Oh yeah, I do that. At this point, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be a dick to me.
Yeah, because you have to consider that even though it's becoming more popular, there's still a finite amount of people that actually would use it. And so from there, they're taking the surveys, and then, within that population, the target population, those are the ones that are giving you the answers to the survey questions you need. So it's really not that many people.
The ones that don't need reading glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because of the weed. You're welcome.
Glaucoma has been
Preventative glaucoma therapy.
Boom.
That's what you've been calling it since you were 17, foo.
Damn, skip it.
18, sir.
Oh.
I waited till after I graduated.
Graduated.
What now?
Graduated.
You did what now?
I graduated.
I think you need to go back. I think you left something behind, buddy. Yeah.
And you know what? And you guys have met my parents. They're pretty conservative when it comes to even speaking about, weed and all that shit.
Yeah.
But, they're actually having conversations about it now because they're getting older. They have been taking pills for some time now. Like my dad with his high blood pressure. My mom has the same thing. He has diabetes. So they have reasons to consider other maybe healthier alternatives.
Yeah.
That aren't just, from quacks and, all that health, that natural shit that people sometimes from the East
But
push.
Those are life-saving drugs. You can't replace that. With
I'm not saying that. No, I get that. But
So
from
let's just get that point across
from
right
a
now.
pain reliever
Because they're
perspective.
hooked on them now.
Well, I mean, if they stop taking it, they will probably die.
Because they're hooked on them.
Big Pharma coming to get you.
Got him.
Shit.
Got him.
Got him.
Way to go, Few. Well, I think that's gonna do it. For
Yeah.
the joint report
Yeah.
today.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. Well, let's finish it off with a two-parter of the music highlights. Well, guys, I have 3 songs for you today that we checked out when we went to the Glass House. Steph and I went to the Glass House to go see Unwritten Law headlining a show.
Yep.
And there were 3 bands playing that
Was
night.
it like a purge, dude? Unwritten Law?
You know, I never got my purge party.
We're waiting.
Thank God. Thank fucking God.
Well, I asked Jose if I can go down the street with La Flama Blanca and
La Flama Blanca.
Oh,
That's
wow,
what-
your giant torch. Yeah.
and he said no.
No. You get put in jail, woman.
How am I supposed to celebrate
Probably killed since you're a
America
minority.
if I can't even light a freaking torch down the street?
You look like a maniac.
Yeah, well, it's not far off. She is just missing the torch.
Anyway, this first band that opened up that evening at the Glass House was this really good band called The Last Gang. This is off of their 2017 album called Keep Them Counting. The song is called Sing for Your Supper. These guys had a lot of energy on stage. The singer, she's very talented and really puts on a show. Steph, what did you think?
Oh, they really get the crowd going. And I just loved every single song. Every song that they played, next one after next one. I was like, oh my God, it gets
man.
better.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Nice.
It
They
reminded
sound
me
like
of that old school Bay Area type of punk.
Yeah.
They really had that flavor about them, even though they're from Southern California. They've been around for some time, apparently. They opened up for this other band called Authority Zero. And this is the song that they came out with last year off of their album called Persona Non Grata. This song is called Persona Non Grata. Now, these guys are full of energy, but, and it's not even fair to say that the guitarist is handicapped because he showed that he definitely is not, but Homeboy is missing an arm.
What?
The guitarist is missing an arm, and he has like a pick or some kind of contraption attached to the end of his, what is now left of his arm, and he's just going at it. He even like threw a pretty good guitar solo in there too.
Oh, hell
at
yeah.
one point.
Oh,
That guy was
Shred.
tearing it up during the show.
Shredding.
Yeah,
On the
dude.
guitar.
nuts.
And I think how little of his arm was there? It was just he was missing his elbow, was he not?
No, he has the elbow.
He had his elbow. Okay.
And
So-
then it was like a mid forearm, and then he has like a tape or brace around it.
Right.
It
Holding
almost
a
looks like
pick.
a reed, like
Yeah.
a wooden reed.
Oh,
Yeah, it sort of did. Yeah, it sort of did.
fucking crazy.
It kind of looked like a credit card too, like a credit card sized reed that he was using to pick at the guitar.
Yeah,
But it was not impressive. man.
you don't even notice the difference. This guy's super talented.
You wouldn't know it.
Really?
You would
Hi.
know. You would know that he was. I'm not saying he's handicapped because he proved that he wasn't that day.
Right on.
He's better than a lot of the guitarists that I know. That's for sure. At least just based on that show, and his showmanship was amazing.
Right
High
on.
energy.
Oh yeah.
Loved it.
And of course, the headliners that night were Unwritten Law. This is one of their songs that where yes, Foo.
What?
What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, I thought you had some witty to yell into the mic.
I mean, it's unwritten, right? So
Right. Scott, the singer of Unwritten Law, he's gone through some shit. He's had his bouts of drug abuse and that kind of thing. So in 2005, when he released his album called Here's to the Morning, Mourning, this song, which was the single for that album, Save Me, really talks about like all the shit that he went through, at least internally, like an internal monologue, while he's going through all of this with rehab and shit. So this is off of their 2005 Here's to the Morning. This song is called Save Me.
Had a bad day, don't talk to me. Gonna ride this out. My little black heart breaks apart with your big mouth. And I'm sick of my sickness. Don't touch me, you'll get this. I'm useless, lazy, perverted, and you hate me. You can't save me, you can't change me. Well, I'm waiting for my wake-up call from everything. Everything's not fun.
It was interesting to see Unwritten Law after all these years. I think the last time that I saw them was when they came out with their best hits album called The Hit List. And it's been some time. I think it's been about 10 years, maybe a little bit more than that.
Wow.
And the last time I saw him was at the Glass House in Pomona. And a lot of things have changed with Unwritten Law, man. Scott, the singer, he's the only guy left. Everybody else has moved on or left the band, maybe gotten fired, who knows? But at least for this tour, I didn't see the guitarist that we've all known and loved for some time. The drummer, who was one of the founders of Unwritten Law, wasn't there anymore.
Wow.
The bassist,
Big lineup change.
The huge lineup change. I mean, they were still able to put on a show. Trust me, they put on a show, and there's still great music to be played. But Scott, he's still the one carrying the torch, despite coming back from all this drug use and all this shit. I mean, regardless, throughout this entire time that he was writing songs and albums and putting that shit out, he was going through some tough times. But the fact that he was able to handle all that and keep the band alive it's got to say something. Yeah, it's got to say something.
Definitely.
I mean, he's seen some shit, so why not sing about it, right?
Exactly.
Foo, are you ready?
For?
What do you think, Foo? The best theme songs of all time. You
need a lozenge?
You guys all right? Yeah, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, like we said last time, Foo, pay attention.
Listen, man. No more of this tomfoolery about bending the rules, Foo.
You asked me, Steph, this is your first time being on, sitting in on the best theme songs of all time. Today, we are doing video games. And the Foo has a big issue with everything, apparently. So I'm really excited to say what he complains about on the next podcast.
Let's hear it. Oh, my God.
No, we heard it in the last one. He had some opinions on how I hosted the best theme songs of all time.
His Foo facts.
Right.
What kind of Foo facts you got for us
Don't
today?
forget him.
Yeah, what did we do last time to piss you off?
I didn't. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'll be back, Foo.
All right.
Well,
all right, Arnold.
With the scolding.
Let's go on.
Unlike the previous two leagues that we've already checked out, which were the movie leagues and the television leagues, where they had divisions like comedy, action, blah 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 blah. There's no rhyme or reason to the matchups in the video game. I didn't. If I would have categorized it by console, it would have been too one-sided. Okay. If I would have categorized them in any real way, you would have had way more other teams on one division rather than the rest. So I just went ahead and just put shuffle on everything. So you're gonna get some weird matchups, but bracketology, the best one is going to get number one.
Okay.
So, Foo.
I'm ready, Foo.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Looking right
Sorta.
at you. All right. Well, of course, It wouldn't be a video game matchup without. Iconic. It would almost be weird if it wasn't in the bracket.
You automatically know what it is. Of
course,
recognition.
Oh,
first
yeah.
off. Quality. I mean, the 8-bit is just fantastic.
And it's still used in some of the current Mario games.
Yeah,
like this too.
just change the style instead of 8-bit. I've heard different iterations of this. So it's very classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's it going up against?
So this one is going up against another iconic video game back from the day, and now
here comes the rules.
Well, I want to remind everybody it's a body of work. When I brought up Mario, it was everything Mario's about.
Okay.
Because believe me, when I reached out, when I reached out to Ranker for some help. I got pretty much like the first 25. It had probably 6 or 7 Mario games in there.
Yeah.
Like Super Mario World. And they're all great. And I wasn't going to litter this bracket with a bunch of Mario songs.
Okay.
So please consider everything in the body of work that is Mario. Mario Kart, everything.
Wait, so not the song.
I thought we were just talking about the theme song.
Yeah.
Yes, and their musical value.
Okay.
Okay?
Right, because Mario Kart has its own theme song.
Yes.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be in this bracket because then you have 2 Marios going against each other.
Okay, so then but all right, that's fine.
So when you pin it up against Street Fighter, and then you start to remember Ken's level song, Guile's level song, all these levels that have great theme songs to them, as a body of work, they're pretty strong.
Yeah, but they're not as memorable.
Yeah. Okay, so
Agreed.
And for that reason, I go with Mario.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Mario too.
Mario.
All right.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what I say.
No.
What about Mario?
Go fuck yourself.
Cool. Well, Mario takes it.
You're such a big Street Fighter fan, though.
I am, and I will kick anybody's ass in this room. Fuck you guys.
Anybody.
I've proven it too. Anyway, this next matchup is Donkey Kong.
That Donkey Kong was dope. The N64 one.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah. Damn. All right. Who's this going up against?
Oh wow. It's gonna make it tough because you guys really you showed me that you really enjoyed Donkey Kong, right? But then there's this.
God damn it! Damn it!
Fuck, dude. It's not fair.
Damn it, man. I'm gonna have to go with Pokemon.
Oh yeah. As blue and red both start the same way.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with Pokemon. Lucy?
Yeah. Pokemon all the way.
Damn it.
Steph?
Pokemon.
What would you have said? You would have said still?
Donkey Kong was way cooler.
It was, actually. If you're thinking about it, yeah.
You can change your mind. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, it is, because aren't the 3 of us grading it?
Oh, right.
Oh, Steph's opinion doesn't matter.
Oh!
Yeah, it does.
Pokemon.
I think Pokemon's the one, though.
Well, what's your final decision?
All this pressure.
If it's 2 against 2, we'd have to flip a coin.
Because we have to follow the rules set up by you, Foo.
And what are those rules that I set
we're
up?
like the tiebreaker. Because the first podcast we had Nuncio and
Damien.
Uh-huh.
And the last one just 3 of us, so
right.
That's what it should come
We
down
don't have
to.
an odd number is the problem. So the tiebreaker would be a coin flip.
I think you missed my point, but okay, Foo.
I'm going to have to go with Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll stick
For
to my
the
choice.
win!
Yeah, I didn't want to do this gay coin flip either.
That's great podcasting.
And resolved at a later time.
Yeah.
So this next matchup is going to be interesting because this is going to go up. It's a classic going up against newish one.
You're selling it hard, dude. Go for it.
And this newish one is a huge newish game. Let's see if you can make it out.
Good shot, kid. I think you got him. Good shot, kid. I think you got him.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
I remember playing that on PS1. Oh my goodness.
Were you ever a fan of Grand Theft Auto 2?
I didn't start playing until like the third one came out.
Okay.
The first one was so fun because the graphics are so crappy. It's on PlayStation 1.
Well, they were great for that time.
Oh, hell yeah. And then I remember, like, the more stars you get, then that's when the cops start coming after you, and you just, like, had to bob and weave to trying to evade them as they came after you, chasing you down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those games are pretty fun. I started playing at Vice City. That was the first game I played.
Vice City was
dope.
good.
Vice City was dope.
And I think they use a Flock of Seagulls song.
They
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, because it was set in the 80s.
Ugh.
San Andreas was pretty fucking fun too.
Was it?
Yeah,
San
because
Andreas was dope.
It was like you're playing in Compton. Like it was fucking
Right
crazy
there,
as shit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that one's going up against. You know what I love about this is that on the cover of the Tetris game, it says "From Russia with fun."
Doesn't
In
it
case
have
you
like
forgot
doesn't
what
it have
one
like
was?
a Russian castle in the background too, or like the Kremlin or something?
In some versions, yeah, not the one I'm looking at right now.
Because
but
I
yes.
remember I used to have the original cartridge, and on the cartridge it had the Kremlin
It had the
castle in the
Kremlin, yeah.
background, but with little Tetris pieces going in the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Never knew it was Russians. Those bastards were getting me to work for them all along.
Yeah, you were building their economy through an 8-bit game.
Sounds about right.
Sounds feasible.
Sounds feasible.
Like he doesn't need to be an engineer if he can pretend he's one.
That's right.
So, Foo, you go first.
GTA or Tetris?
Riveting stuff.
Holy shit, this is tough.
Yeah.
Because I both respect them unequally.
Unequally?
Oh, then.
Which side does it lean
I think
towards?
I'm gonna go with Tetris.
Yeah, memorability. Definitely on the memorability, I have to say.
Tetris for sure.
Okay, that's 2 for Tetris.
Well, Fusi, you go. I'll pick one.
I'm gonna go with Tetris. It's
No,
not gonna matter what you
it
say.
doesn't matter what
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah.
Let's move along.
Okay, well, Tetris wins
What
that
does he
round.
say?
I never have to choose. You never
What'd you
know.
say?
We'll never know.
Well, this next matchup is gonna be interesting.
Now fuck
because-
that. I want to know his vote.
Oh, wow. I like Grand Theft Auto,
Okay.
but so soon.
All right, well,
Lose.
Wow.
Lose.
All right, that was a waste of time.
Thank you.
Well, have you guys ever played this game called Chrono Trigger?
Sounds familiar.
It's pretty
Was it like
old
arcade
school. It's an old arcade game, yeah. So at this point, because I don't know that we're too familiar with this one and the next one, let's go ahead and let it breathe and take in the musical value because I don't think we're as familiar with it as we have been with the rest of them. So here we go. And so on.
All right.
All right.
I think Chrono Trigger, the animation or the artistry behind Chrono Trigger was Akira Toriyama, the
Oh,
same
okay.
artist that did Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
So,
very, very
it
similar.
looks-
Yeah.
He only has one style of drawing.
Yeah, he's very.
It's him.
It's consistent.
Yeah. And that is going up against this other video game that's not so old. This one's called The Last of Us.
The memories.
The scary parts.
Put the fiddle in there. That rusty fiddle.
Oh, man.
I remember this.
Oh, dude, it's so sick.
It builds. It just keeps building.
All of the strife, all of the hope, all of the Last of Us.
Oh, damn.
Thoughts?
That was great. Steph?
I'm going with The Last of Us for sure.
Last of Us.
Last of Us for me,
yeah.
too.
100%.
That game is so scary.
Oh, my God. Oh, that was a great theme.
Not judging it on the game, unlike some fucks in here.
I'm not judging on the game.
Who
I'm
judged it
judging
on the game?
fucking
Foo.
classical.
I said it was so scary.
Well, you judged Cowboy Bebop on the show. So.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Wow. Hey man, why don't you stop living in the past?
Hey, man.
Hey man.
Hey, man.
Well, what do you guys think of that round?
I think Last of Us is the winner.
Yeah. That was,
All right,
that was
cool.
great. What do we got next?
Well, this next one's gonna be sick. On the next podcast, we're gonna have the best ads and jingles. Yeah. So we're gonna have a few going up against each other, and that one's not gonna have a rhyme or reason in terms of divisions within it. So it's just gonna be shuffled around, and it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be a
From
lot.
television, Foo?
That's right. Right.
Infomercials, Foo?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, sky's the limit, Foo.
It's going to bring back so many memories.
That's right. And that's going to do it for the best theme songs of all time. All right.
Foo for 6
That
easy
was
payments of 1995.
Well, Steph, thanks for being on the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was fun. Thanks for providing some Marvel facts for us today.
Thanks. Sorry I couldn't provide you with 100% because, it's FooBard.
Yeah, well, you had more than me, so that's fine.
And we learned that there was a Filipino superhero.
We learn something new every day.
Yes, we do.
With a little mix of Joe C's, intolerance over here. We
What
had
the
a fine
fuck?
show.
Intolerance? What are you talking about?
Oh, no, nothing.
I
at
think
all.
Mailman would have been a badass.
His weapons are the mail, like razor sharp
Yeah,
paper.
like Gambit.
Flat rate. Here's your
His
flat
weapons
rate.
are his fucking finger.
Flat rail.
His weapons are his untrimmed fingernails when he's handing you his mail.
That box doesn't look like it's holding up to 70 pounds. That's a fine.
Jeez. See?
His weapon
And
is
I'm
the
a dick.
mailbag.
And I'm a dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys
You
are-
started this. You brought this upon all of us.
No, hey, you guys need to fucking grow up. All right?
The boss
you
battle
tell-
is him against a dog.
So we meet again,
What kind of dog, though?
Mr.
A
Fluffy.
small one. The one that nips at your feet.
The ones, the ankle biters?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited to go on to the ads and jingles. That's gonna heroes will fall on that one for sure. It's gonna be interesting.
Heroes will fall.
Heroes will fall.
This is
Tears
our-
will be shed.
Yeah, tears will be shed.
Hearts will be broken.
Boo!
Laugh!
I mean, sure. I'm just interested which jingles are going to match up head to head.
Don't you
Yeah.
worry about it.
I'm not too worried, but just a little bit.
Sweet. Well, thank y'all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on your favorite podcast app, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's FTheBelowBarShow.com. And F The Below Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. I've been Josie.
I've been Josh.
And Steph.
Signing off saying, don't be a dick.